We are back. Today we are changing the front brake pads on a Toyota Prius 2013. I was told 12 months ago at the MOT station that these pads are very low. When I took the car to Toyota, because that's where it goes for service, they said they're just fine. So I'm gonna find out. This is 12 months ago, so we're gonna be changing the front brake pads. Okay, now I have a couple of tools here, just few tools and sockets that I'll be using to do this job, but I will list everything that I used on the description at the bottom. Okay folks, so let's the fun begin. Now we took off the cover to take off the wheel. These wheels are alloys, even though you can see they're colored black. These are alloys, and this is the protector for the alloy wheel. So I think it's a good idea with UK huge curbs to put this so that when you hit a curb, then at least you are protected. It just scratches this plastic. It's very cheap. You can buy this on eBay for maybe 10 quid or something, but to repair these cost a little bit of money. Okay, so we're gonna take off the wheel to get to the brake pads. Right, the wheel is now off, but the thing is, I want to just say, to take off the wheel from the hub, sometimes it can be stuck here, so you have to kick it at the top here so hard. Kick it, keep on kicking it, and then it will sort of fall off. So I had to really kick it very hard to get it off. So now we're going to take off the caliper to get to the brake pads. Now this is a 14, I don't know if you can see there, it's a 14 mil socket. You can use a spanner or a socket. You can also take off this if you want. I don't think it's necessary. I'm not taking the disc out. I'm just taking the pads out. So I'm gonna unbolt the one at the bottom and then swing this upward, because I think it will be better that way. Oh yeah, swing it upward because of the brake line. I will see if it doesn't move, then I will take it, but I will try first to do it without taking it. Right, yeah, I managed to take the bolt from here. Now it's swing upward. Now there's a tool that I have, I will show you, that compresses the piston back in. You could use a screwdriver to put it over here and use it to push the piston back, but I have a tool, so what's the point? I'm just gonna use the tool. And here the pads, filming, and I'll just take them out. Right, just to compare, here are the old ones, these are the new ones here, and as you can see, they are really finished, and I was told to change them 12 months ago. Think about it, 12 months ago. So that means they were still bigger than this, so but I'm gonna change them now and put these new ones, so my baby will run again for another 100,000 miles. Isn't that good? We're going to now compress this piston back into this housing. So it has to go back there to make room for the new parts. But before we do this, I normally open the brake fluid reservoir, which is here. Just open it like so. Come on, like just a second, doing this with one hand and filming. Yeah, right, I just remove this cap. If you just pull it up, you don't have to untie it. It's not, you don't kind of screw it in. It doesn't have threads, so you just pull it up like this. So as you can see, the brake fluid is low because the brake pads are low, so it's going to come back up after changing the brakes. So I'll just show you. Right, here is the tool. I've put it in, so I'm going to use it to push back this piston all the way back there. Okay, so I just keep on twisting this and the piston will keep going back. Right, as you can see here now, guys, it's fully compressed, so it's gone all the way in there, so there's room for the new parts to go in. Okay, so the tool that I was using is this one. I bought it from General Traffic when I had an Insignia. So you use this for the rare calipers. So it is really helpful. I bought it like, I think it was £15, so still have it here and I'm using it. So I'm putting the new brake pads now. I'll show you how they look like after putting them, but first I have to start cleaning all these and putting one of these. This is a grease that is used where there is high temperature. These Priuses, they don't really make the brakes to be really hot, because as you brake it rejams, so most of the braking is done by the electric motor in there. The brakes are barely just holding the car, so but this is the kind of grease you use. You just clean all this, clean very hard, don't rush, then you lubricate it with this. Okay, folks? Now, if you look over here, my brake pads don't have this clip, so you just remove this clip and you put it in here. I've done it here. I've removed it from the old one here, and then I've put it into this one. And all this covers, you put them back on this. Probably, I don't know, maybe the other companies, when they sell one of these, they come already with the new, this kind of brackets or shield. I don't know, but mine didn't come with that. I don't know if they could be cheap stuff. I don't know. So but that's how it is. You just get this and you put it in here, and then you put grease. I've cleaned everything, put the grease, then put back in, go to the next wheel. Look how beautiful they look now. Isn't that nice? Look, I've put everything back in and it looks excellent. So I'm just gonna put back the caliper and then put back the wheel. Right, before I tighten everything, I check the movement on these, because they have to slide. There's another one at the bottom, so you just slide them and see if they're moving easily. If they're stuck, they wouldn't. As you can see, this one is moving, and the one at the bottom as well. I don't know if you can see. They're not stuck, so it's not biting. It's very, very good. I'm gonna just carry on now. Yeah, everything looks excellent. All these are tied now. They're very tight, and the brake fluid has gone up a little bit. It was lower than this mark here. I've pushed back the piston, so it's gone up a little bit. When you do the other side, it should come up to max. Sometimes people see the brake fluid low, they top it up. When they change the brake pads, because they put too much, it starts to spill out. When the brake fluid is low, it means that your brake pads needs changing. I always tell people this: it needs your car needs new brake pads. This is why it goes down. It doesn't evaporate or leak. Unless you have a leak, then yes, but I don't have any leaks. The reason it was slow is because of the pads being too thin, so it's going back up again. Right, now everything is done. Now remember, when I was taking off the wheel, it was stuck. It's because of this mess here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to clean it. If you have a sandpaper, use your sandpaper to clean all this. After cleaning all this mess, you take grease, or you use DW40, spray here and apply grease after cleaning. I'll show you how it looks like after I've done all this. Then I'll put the wheel, and next time when I take off the wheel, it's not going to be stuck in here. So right there it is. Look how clean and nice it looks. Now I'm going to do the same on the wheel, at the back of the wheel. Now I'm going to do this as well. Apply a little bit of grease. Oh well, this is not that bad actually. Just apply a little bit of grease and then put the wheel in. So that's it. I've done the wheel. It's ready. This is clean. I've checked everything. Everything is good. So I'm gonna put the wheel and then show you the last bit, which is going to be just few seconds. Everything done. Just going to put the cover and finish. Now I don't know if I really need to change these tires. If you look here, you can see that they're not really finished, but the stock on trend council, especially for taxi MOT, man, these guys, they like people spending. So I'm just gonna have to just buy new tires, because on Monday is going for MOT. So that's how it is, folks. This is the right side of the car, if you are in the car, on your right side. So you do the same on the left side to change the brake pads. Okay, folks. Ta-da. Bye.